Shalom, shalom. I want to start by giving all praises, glory, and honor to the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Nakakadash. My name is Brother Nepal from the Camp Prophets in Babylon down here in Tampa, Florida. And I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles, who great millstone, who teach and rule well. Peace and blessings to hopeful elect. And no one's listening again. And I want to get into a quick lesson, all right, as I'm on my break right now. And I want to basically get into a lesson on this post right here, brother made GMS dedication. You be having some, your pa post. But it says, a soul rejected by the world is loved by Yahweh. Soul rejected by the world, a soul rejected by the world is loved by Yahweh. And ultimately in this truth and this knowledge and understanding, all right, having this truth, you're rejected, by the world, man. All right, you're rejected by the world and the ideals of this world and the people of this world, man. All right, but you please the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in return. All right, as a prophet of the Lord, man, you're not meant to be loved by this place because you're constantly rebuking this place, correcting it, and reproving it through the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the knowledge that He has installed within us. All right, now the brother had dropped a beautiful precept along with it. This is John chapter 15 and verse 18 in the NLT. It says, if the world hates you, remember that it hated me first. All right, so if the world hates you, man, just remember that it hated the Lord first, man, and the Lord being our biggest example. All right. And understanding that the Lord is our biggest example, we understand that some of the things that the Lord had to go through, we're going to have to go through as well. Persecution, all right, demonization, being, talked down upon, just mainly hated by the world. The Lord went through it all, before we did. We had to go through that as well, man. All right. So the world hates you, which the world does hate us, man. Ultimately, like I said, because we're, as a man of the Lord, you're constantly reproving and correcting this place and the people and Jake that dwell in it and telling them their destruction. So they're going to hate you, man. We're not meant to be loved by this place. All right? If you're loved by this place, all right, that means you're of this place, man. If you're loved by the world, you're of the world. If you're hated by the world, you're not, of this world, man. All right? Anywhere you're loved at is because you follow after the ways that they seek or that they love. All right? And that's why you're loved there. It continues on and says, the world will love you as one of its own if you belong to it. But you are no longer a part of the world. I chose you to come out of the world, so it hates you. All right? The world will love you as its own if you belong to it. All right? That's why I said, only place you will be loved at is the place you belong to, man. The place you follow after of. All right? That's where you'll be loved at. So if you belong to this world and you're of this world, all right, and you follow, the wickedness of this world is going to love you. The people of this world are going to love you. Jake going to love you. 2/3 Jake's wicked niggas are going to love you, bro. They're going to love being around in your presence. All right? Because your spirit is familiar to them. All right? But the men of the Lord, your spirit is not familiar to these wicked Jakes because you have more of a righteous and, spirit of light. Theirs is darkness, man. So that light inside darkness, it makes the darkness uncomfortable. So that's why a lot of Jake can't stand to be around you sometimes, man. Even though it feels, it can feel, the light around you. Not saying that light is a bad thing. It's just that they're the bad thing, and they can't, deal with having righteousness around them because they're so, wicked and in sin. All right, that they can't even stand, a brother that has the right spirit to be around them. All right. So that soul that's rejected by the world, all all right, is loved by the Lord. All right? Because, I mean, you sacrificed everything that you had in this world, you know, your image, you know, your possessions, everything, you know, and rejected this place. And in return, you were rejected. All right? But now you belong to the Lord Yahweh. You belong to the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. You no longer belong to this world. It says, but you are no longer part of this world. I chose you to come out of the world, so it hates you. So since the Lord chose us to come out of this place, it hates us. You know, this world hates us. You know, which is, you know, a good thing, bro. Don't look at it as bad. You know, that's a good thing, you know, that we was able to be chosen out of this world. You know, the Lord chose a few brothers. You know, a very few brothers, man. It said, do you remember what I told you? A slave is not greater than the master. Since they persecuted me, naturally they will persecute you. And if they had listened to me, they will listen to you. All right? So a servant, you know, our slave isn't greater than his master, man. All right, and Yahweh Shai being our master, our, you know, and like I said, our example. All right? On how to be and how to not be. We understand that they persecuted Lord Yahweh Shai. They demonized the Lord Yahweh Shai. All right? You know, they pulled patches out of his beard, all types of stuff. How much more to us as well, man? We're going to have to suffer those things as well. We're going to have to suffer persecution. We're going to have to suffer demonization. You know? So it's only natural, you know, we suffer those same things that our Lord has suffered. All right? It says, if they had listened to me, they would listen to you. So if they would have listened to the Lord Yahweh Shai, they would have listened to us as well. All right? They will do all this to you because of me. For they have rejected the one who sent me. All right? So they're going to do all these things, persecute you, demonize you, talk shit upon you, falsely accuse you. All right? Because of the Lord, man. Because they reject the Lord Yahweh, the one that sent the Lord Yahweh Shai. They reject the truth. They reject the gospel. They reject the understanding. So, in return, they're going to, you know, demonize you, persecute you. All right? Now, I want to get this real quick. I've been quoting it, but I'm going to get it as well. Oops. It says, there we go. It says, 1 Peter chapter 2, and verse 21, for even hereunto were ye called. All right, so we were called to do this knowledge, to do this truth, to be in righteousness, man, be in his righteousness. All right, it says, because Mashiach also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps. All right, so the Lord has suffered for us, man. You know, suffered persecution, demonization, all these things. He even suffered, you know, being on that cross, all right, and dying for us, you know, and he left us an example. All right, that we should follow after the steps of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. The way that he lived, the way that he was, you know, we got to follow after that, man, to the best of our abilities. Now we know that the Lord was perfect. All right, the Lord was perfect. We can't be perfect, but we're trying our best, all right, to imitate the same things that the Lord done when he walked upon this earth, man. All right, and that's better than doing nothing. All right. Now I'm getting an NOT. It says, for Yahweh will call you to do good, even if it means suffering, just as a Mashiach suffered for you. All right, so the Lord called us to do good, even if that means we have to suffer, we have to be persecuted, we have to be demonized. All right? Just as a Mashiach, you know, he suffered for us. He was demonized for us. He was persecuted for us. All right? It says, he is your example. It says, he is your example, and you must follow in his steps. All right? So the Lord is our example, man. All right, we must follow in the steps of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It goes on, it says, he did not retaliate when he was insulted. Salaki, it goes on, it says, verse 22, he never sinned, nor deceived nor ever deceived anyone. He did not retaliate when he was insulted, nor threatened revenge when he suffered. He left his case in the hands of the Lord Yahweh, who always judges fairly. He personally carried our sins in his body on the cross so that we can be dead to sin and live for what is right. By his wounds, you are healed. All right, so that's how that's our example, man. All right. Now we can't just stop sinning. Now we're not perfect. Now you're gonna go off every now and then. All right, but we're striving for that perfection. So we're striving for that perfection. We're trying our best to cut off sin. All right. We're not willfully just going against the Lord, transgressing the law. All right. Nor are we deceiving anyone. All right. It says he did not retaliate when he was exalted. He didn't retaliate when he was insulted. Demonized, falsely accused. The Lord didn't retaliate. Instead, he just left it all in the hands of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, understanding that he was suffering wrongfully, but the Lord is going to exalt him for that, man. All right? Nor threatened revenge when he suffered. Nor did he threaten that revenge, to seek revenge on somebody else when he had suffered, man. All right? It says he left his case in the hands of Yahweh, who always judges fairly. So he left his case in the hands of the Lord Yahweh, all right, who always judges fairly. And that's how you got to be, man. You got to leave your case in the hands of the Lord, man. All right? And the Lord will always judge fairly. All right? So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect and the ones listening in. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, B'Hashem Kakadash. That will understand those apostles, great millstone, who teach them real well.